right. Hey. Hi, guys. This is part 3. If you didn't see part 1 or part 2, in the description box, there is a free link that'll take you to part 1. In part 1, there's a free link that'll take you to part 2, and then it'll bring you back here to 3. So you can watch them in succession. You probably want to, because I'm not going to recap. We're just going to pick up right where we left off, which was that spying, that recognizing who she is to him, recognizing there is an energy, even as he spies on her, there is a combined energy of melancholy that she is sending out across, the cosmos, as well as a sense of peace in whatever choices he's going to make, as well as well wishes for him on whatever path he has to take. And yet, I would say that this is her simultaneously. She may have a dog, but she may simultaneously have, like, she just epitomizes loyalty to him. The way I think she's kind of like conveying, as she's a high priestess twice, so her message is loud and clear no matter what. The door is open on this chessboard. It is your move. I won't force you to make a move. I won't ask you to make a move. I don't have any more words. This is you who gets to decide what you need to do. And regardless of what you do, I hope that if you move on, I hope that you find what you need. There is an unconditional love. I'll always wish you the best, even as there's a melancholy. But I will continue to just keep, you notice how she's kind of like downcast. She's just doing what she needs to in her own life. She's not asking him for anything. She's sending out 2 of these cards. She looks down and she's just internal. 2 of these cards, she kind of like looks up into the cosmos. And one is with like, there's a sadness because of what's being lost, but there's also you do what you have to do. Take the leaps in life that you have to take. For me, this is who I am. I've always been steady in what I thought, what I felt. I've always conveyed exactly what I thought, exactly what I meant to. And I do think she has been very consistent. If she has shown like love to him, and I would say she has, that has been like utterly unwaverable. And we say that because back in part 1, we saw her with the 4 of Wands and the High Priestess. Basically, she has been the most like stable influence in his life. He has known that. He has known she's somebody who's real. And I would say that because he saw her as an empress. He saw her as somebody as the utmost respect for, and somebody that he really hurt because of all of his being stuck, holding back, all of these things. But her energy has never wavered from what I can tell, and he knows that. She can let him go and wish him well energetically today if she doesn't hear from him. And he knows she'll actually do that. Like this will be it. This won't be, she's not reaching out. She's staying with her attention in her own life and being calm and being balanced, even though there is a sorrow. She doesn't try to hide it, but she also doesn't speak about it. It just is what it is. But he already knows that. She's a high priestess. She transmits very simply, and he knows her. He knows who she is. What does that mean to you, masculine? Again, she is a Queen of Pentacles, and she will continue to grow and carry on and be, this is also a very, like, she's in a black leather jacket with those aviators. It's a very badass attitude. On one hand, it's like yet another reason he has so much respect for her. And he does, which is a crazy thing. She's never come across as anybody other than amazing to him. She's a Queen of Pentacles here as well. She's an empress. She's a high priestess. She's this mystic. She's this grounded individual. He sees her as like every of the best qualities you could possibly see somebody as. And there's an energy where he's like, I know this, she is absolutely not changing at all from who she is or what she said or what she meant. Is that a positive for you, that she is that secure, that stable? We have the Star in the reverse. We have the 8 of Wands. It actually, this is so interesting because what it really does for him is it highlights again the fact, and I hurt her. I gave her a wound that she won't actually heal from because of the way I behaved. We already saw him with the justice card twice, his acknowledgement I did her wrong, and the 3 of swords twice. I betrayed this connection. I betrayed her. I betrayed this love story in the way I handled things. But she's still stable. And despite the fact that if I don't do something to fix this, if I don't come forward and talk to her, she has to live with whatever hurt I caused her. But she's willing to do that and still stay stable and transmit the same, like, then I wish you well. I carry on. This is kind of a moment though where if she doesn't hear from them, she's on this airplane flying. And I kind of think he knows that this is going to be in this lifetime, the story will end here for the two of them. It's kind of like he knows this is the threshold moment, which is what we saw for our high priestess twice. If you don't walk through this open door now and fix it, then there is something that's about to change forever. And it's that the scar you gave her, although it will not impede her from continuing to be who she is, you won't ever get another chance to fix it with her. She's going to live with the wound that you caused her. But this is that moment where if you don't want to fix it with her, if you're not big enough in yourself yet to do something to course correct this with her, then it will remain and she will carry on. And he knows that unequivocally. We have that 8 of Wands. This is a very important timeline right now. I mean, this is like the moment. Okay, that builds us up to a pretty important, like, which deck are we going to use here to get the answer of what does this mean? We have a 6 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And that solidifies it. The awareness that she won't force me to try to interact with her. I already know what the expectation is. I know what the right thing is to do. And I actually know what I want to do. That's it. The fact that she will let me go and not ask for anything else from me. She'll even take the wound and continue on. I can't do that. I have to give to her. Here she is again with that golden ball of light. We talked a lot about that in part 2. We saw it. And I said, it's like she is the thing that if he gives her his heart and his unburdens himself and his stories of whatever has been his wounds, if he can unburden himself, not only will it heal her heart from the way he's hurt her, but it will also heal his own. And it's so wild because she is this huge source of light. She is the place where he can actually plant himself and anchor himself and feel finally secure. Instead of having to hide to feel secure, he can feel secure in the light with someone. And she holds that ball of light again, and he knows this. So his decision, at least in this story, is that's it. That's it. I know enough about her. I know enough about the story. I know everything about here we go again with the ball of light. We have the Magician. This is such a great storyline because we are playing with the elements of like subconscious wounds, and then we're putting it into like the esoteric realm of, two people who, there's a very powerful bond between these two. And it's a bond of like, I know that there's a darkness, but it's also where the light is coming from. Oh God, there's a song by The Strokes off of New Abnormal. It's gonna drive me crazy. The lyrics start out with something along the lines is, like something about like, and through my darkness, can I get to the light? Yes, as a matter of fact, I almost wonder if he had never met her. And bear in mind, a high priestess works with the murky ether. The high priestess works in the dark, but she's not afraid of it, and she illuminates it. She makes it not scary. Maybe that's why he's such a great match with her. Maybe because she literally exists in the gloom, but not in the scary gloom. Instead, she's like the torch that lights the way that says, it's not scary to have to sift things out. Our subconscious isn't a scary thing. Our intuition isn't something that we should be squashing and ignoring. Embrace it. enjoy it. Step into the realm of, that inner voice that you have, instead of run from it. If you know that there's something that you've been carrying for a long time, and you want somebody to share your life story with, you want to get that off your chest, you want to tell somebody, that's a beautiful thing, and I'm a safe space for it. She knows just how to, like, I think, connect with, like, I don't know, it's like she grounds him into knowing, like, there is so much more light in you, but you've been trying to, like, hide things. You used all your energy to hide things that you thought were your hurts, your pains, your shadows, your scars, that you didn't put your energy toward your light, but now you can. He already knows that's exactly what she is to him. He is getting revved up in this. This is the second time we've seen him as this amazing magician. We have seen and these are, very different decks, very different artists, but same vibe here. Oh my God. He has, like, such a major breakthrough in this. Such a major breakthrough in this moment. Again, this is him stepping into his light of his own free will, knowing she is like a grounding rod for his lightning, but finally, like, letting himself choose that. It's not because she's pulling or she's ushering or she's demanding. In fact, if anything, she's doing the reverse. She's letting this end here, if this is where he chooses to let it end. She's not pulling at him. We have that Nine of Wands. Here he is, holding on for dear life one last time, saying, oh, okay, here I go. Are you ready to go ahead? And I don't know why this is such a huge, this whole message is, unless he can really open up and talk to her, these two will never get to the ability to really build, because she won't have him in her life as her divine counterpart if he keeps 98% of himself hidden, in the dragon's lair. She won't do it. She will not be with him under those circumstances, because it would be like enabling somebody to stay really, really, like, feeling like they have to hide themselves. And she doesn't want him to feel that way with her. So with her, you got to be able to be open. And he knows that. And this is what gets them to the Four of Wands. He completely understands. And talk about, like, look at the incredible relief. I just feel like he's going to be so, like, oh my God, it's such a burden to be able to, like, share who I really am with one person on this planet. It's been the scary thing to do, because I don't think he thought there was somebody he could do that with. And it's like, he knows unequivocally he can do that with her. But not only that, he owes it to her, in the sense that he broke her heart by not treating her well. And I think that he really loves her. He loves her more than his fear of his own scars anymore. He wants to heal her. He wants to fix this with her. We've got from the Nine of Wands to the Four of Wands. Does holding on to my scars seem better than releasing them and being able to be in a real bond with her? Oh God, no, this feels so much better. Let me go ahead and do this. So are you reaching out to her? Because that's what this looks like. It has become clear the thing you're more afraid of right now is, not gravitating toward her. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. And what's so awesome about this is, you notice how he is, like, going straight up for the surface of the water. He is about to, I feel like she's going to either get a message, a phone call from him, and this is the turning point for the two of them. Like, that's it. Five of Wands. He still could be a little tongue-tied. It could still be hard for him to, like, wrap his head around all the things that he wants to explain. He could still fight with himself as he starts to talk to her, but he is with the Two of Cups. She's going to be able to understand that completely. She's probably going to be able to fill in some of the gaps. She is probably going to be able to, like, create a comfortable, this doesn't have to be this highly charged, over the top, insane conversation necessarily, because I think when the tension gets, up there, she will either create, like, a comfortable, like, let's have some tea. Let's sit side by side. I feel like this, it still could take time. This isn't like one simple dialogue. Here's what I've been, always ashamed of. Here's the way I've lived my life. Here's why I didn't want anybody in. Now I've said it all and it's all better. I don't think it's going to be quite like that. I think that this is going to be the beginning part of this. There's going to be a notable shift between the two of them. And I think she's going to be very aware of that and very inviting of that. And for whatever bits and pieces he can start to kind of explain, that is going to be enough for, just the comfort zone that will be built between the two of them. Like, this is the awareness that the wells are coming down. He still may not have all the words to explain everything, but we don't have to see the hostility and the wells up like that. We have a 3 of Cups. We have the King of Wands. Things are going to get easier and easier between them. This says it may start out with a dialogue and then shift into 2 people seeing each other and just being comfortable in each other's presence, and then 2 people having a much easier time expressing emotions. And in particular, him finally, there's that big old ball that I said in part 2. I was like trying to describe if you're trying to move stress and, you like visualize putting it into like a sphere and moving that sphere all the way up, and then imagine like releasing it through the crown chakra. And that's like literally what we have here. I feel like this is going to happen for him the more he's around her and the more they have a combination of like really heart to heart dialogue and comfortable silence and comfort zone of like no longer feeling this huge impenetrable wall between them of words unspoken and refusal to like basically just be in each other's presence and actually show love and openness. I think it's going to be a palpable change, but it keeps getting better and better until it's like, oh my God, my heart is completely like open now. This is not her, doing the Miley Cyrus, whatever that Wrecking Ball song is. She's not going to do it like that. This is him choosing to let her in and dismantle all of those walls. It's a very noticeable shift and change, and we have them in success. We have them happy together. We certainly have his heart completely open, but we have a real 2 of Cups relationship now. Let me just ask for our feminine. How is this going to, our High Priestess, how's this going to feel to you? King of Cups, she's going to sense and feel exactly what's going on. I know there is this open spot in his heart now. I can feel him letting me in. I can feel my stress reducing. I can feel that this was a passageway that was not open before, and it is now. There will be a very notable shift, and it will not be missed on her. She will recognize this change, and very much she has patiently allowed this change to occur. She's letting him get comfortable, opening up, and she's a very safe space. She is matching him energy for energy here also, being that we have 2 kings to end this storyline out, and one of them is her. This is like, she has been so stable and so steadfast in the way she loves. And this is still new for him. She's still going to probably have to take the lead a little bit in like expression and emotion and creating like a comfortable space, but he's not trying to keep her out anymore. And she knows that. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave this one here. What a beautiful Valentine's Day message. Thank you for being here.